My name is Jeb Ory, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of 5Degrees. We make mobile relationship management software like your own personal CRM built for your mobile application, iPhone.
I'm Kelly Schwedlane, also co-founder, and we identified a real challenge in our own lives related to keeping in touch with all the different people that we had in all the different places. And so we made the decision to start with the address book and say, how do we make that more useful? And so that's sort of what bore out the start of 5Degrees.
Well, we're in a very quickly moving and emerging market, and we've seen lots of changes in mobile over the last 9 months while we've been working on 5Degrees. And it ranges from figuring out the right types of networks and things to integrate with, and understanding what those rules are, to keeping a young team motivated and on task.
Yeah, I think the other thing too is that we made a decision early on to try and tackle a lot, and so one of the pieces that we had to do was really kind of scale back and say, let's focus and stick to one small thing, prove our assumptions there, and then move on.
Again, learning the ecosystem and understanding the right types of integrations in the right way, because we're doing something that's complicated and challenging, and we have to figure out the best way to be able to deliver the right information about the people that matter to you in the tiny real estate in your mobile phone. So understanding how the best way to bring in information in a snackable way that you can actually digest has been challenging. That's also where the huge opportunity is for what we're doing. We're a part of a couple different organizations that have helped us a lot in Chicago. That's where we're based. We're a part of a community called Illinois Launch, which is open to any startup in Illinois, and they give mentorship and help connect you with people and opportunities to practice pitching and things. That's been very helpful. We also just joined the Catapult Fund, which is a new hybrid accelerator fund based in Chicago that's been helpful to us. So we're finding those types of resources, and then we just joined the Startup America toolkit, and that's starting to be helpful too. So that and lots of reading people's posts on Twitter.
Yeah, I think the other thing too that has been really helpful is Eric Ries with his book Lean Startup. Really kind of helped us change our focus on what we're trying to get to, as far as what answers are we trying, what assumptions are we trying to get to, and how do we get something in people's hands and get those answers faster rather than trying to build more and have more available. And that's been really helpful as we sort of learned our way through as he's come out with his book, and we've kind of been learning about that as well.
We just launched, and it's a soft launch, and we timed it to coincide with South by Southwest. But we're getting users on the platform, and we're seeing how they're using 5Degrees. And over the next 3 to 6 months, we're going to be, responding, and really the rest of the career of the company. But we're going to be changing and responding and optimizing our product around how people are using it. So it's getting and analyzing the feedback and the data that we're getting from our users to make a fabulous product that people use every day.
Yeah, you always feel like when you put a product out there, whether or not it's anybody's going to like it or anybody's going to care. And so that's always, I think, when you first, like as we said, we just launched it a couple weeks ago, and it's like, okay, does anybody actually want to use this that we think is absolutely fantastic? And so that's kind of the front edge of the, I don't know that's an abyss, but it's the front edge of the pit, knot in your stomach kind of.
For us, I mean, it's the early users that say, this is awesome, I can't wait to use this and see what you're bringing out next. So those stories as emails we get from people that really like what we've put together is really inspiring. And then, just trying to solve a problem that we have. And if we can make it a little bit better for us, we can make it better for everybody.
That's a great question. I'm actually a big fan of Marcus Buckingham and really focusing in on your strengths. And I know that's not a tech guy, but we've found we have a team of about 8 folks that are really dedicated to this, and it's really trying to develop people's strengths and helping them focus on the things that they're really good at, and then minimizing the amount of time they have to spend on things that they're not good at. And when you put a bunch of people together for the first time and you're sort of working things out, that's been a real help as far as trying to help work through all those kinds of, like, how do we maximize everybody's time? And so that's been a real, I think, inspiration of sorts to how we worked on building the company.
I find inspiration in people like Heaton Shaw and Tony Hsieh. They're amazing leaders in very different industries, but the type of content they put out and their approach to things, and Tony Hsieh's relentless focus on customer service, is something that I think that any organization can benefit from. And then on the other side, the people that say, no, you can't do this, this is too hard, this is too challenging. I draw a lot of inspiration out of that because we're out to change the world, and you have to start small and one step at a time, but ultimately the naysayers are just as much inspiration as the wonderful people that are thought leaders too.